Welcome into the OG Fantasy Football Show. It's May 6th. We're talking free agency moves. Let's go.
Tryna get the cake, I don't take a break. Yeah. Wait, grew up in the 90s, we was watching Ricky Lake. We was eating top ramen, no a TV dinner plate. I'm so epidemic, I'm causing epidemic. Put my feet up in the building, feeling like a tenant. When I get high, I ain't looking at the clock, still ballin' like Brian.
Welcome in, everybody. I'm your host, Steven Stump. With me today, Willie Hill. What's going on, Willie?
What's happening, y'all? What's happening?
All right, today we are talking free agency moves just to get everyone caught up, get caught up to speed, get us caught up to speed because we ain't talked in a minute. Yeah, and like we both lost a lot of weight. You doing anything different? You're just working?
No, I just been working.
Same. Like everyone's like, "What's your secret? What's your secret?" Working. We just work. When you burn 1,200 calories a day, yeah, like you don't really gotta do much. Mm-hmm. That was like the one thing when we were at Olive Garden was just you're stuck in one spot the whole day, like 10, 12 hours. This, like you ain't burning no calories at all. Like, you're working, you're moving, you ain't burning calories. All right, but yeah, all right, let's get in these recaps, man.
Yeah.
Alrighty. All right. So first thing, let's talk quarterbacks. You know, let's say it correctly. Quarterbacks. Talking quarterbacks. A lot of off-season moves, man. It was a crazy off-season.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
It was.
And like, I was printing the stuff up for the episode, and I'm like, that's it. That's it. Like, it seemed like there was a lot more, and then you go back, and it's like, there was nothing. But then you're like,
when you take into account all the
extensions, the pickups. Because what do we got? 5. We have 5 quarterbacks here. Plus you had the rookies in that got drafted. That's like a quarter of the league right there. So I mean, it's a lot of moves when you think about it. But all right, first Russell Wilson. Let's talk Russ, Mr. Unlimited. That one's frequent flyer miles must be unlimited as much as he's been moving.
I don't know what to say about Russ. New York, it was an awkward move.
It's a money move.
I mean, I'll assume that's what they're going after.
I would assume that's what everyone's trying to get after.
You signed Jameis. I mean, they did draft Jackson Dart though,
Yeah,
so they could believe that.
they could. I mean, but they wasted a first pick on him. Waste a first-round pick on a developmental prospect.
But I like Jackson Dart.
Yeah, I didn't.
You didn't?
I didn't like Jackson Dart.
Bro.
I didn't really like any of the quarterbacks in this draft class. None of them.
I don't think the draft class was very good.
Because last year, I loved Drake May and I loved Jaden Daniels. Because we had talked about this. Like, I was like, Jaden Daniels has the quickest release I think I may have ever seen.
Yeah,
Like,
I told you about
pops
Jaden
off
Daniels.
his hand.
I told you about Jaden Daniels.
We had talked about it. I was like, I'm targeting him in every draft.
He gonna be nice.
But like, back to Russell, is Jackson Dart the heir apparent in New York, or is it just a rent a year for Russ?
It's a rental year for us. I mean, it's
a paycheck year.
I mean, they're gonna try and develop.
Because what they give him, like,
I mean,
1
obviously,
year.
if you saw Jackson Dart on quarterback camp with John Gruden,
Yeah. I don't take the, like.
You can't just walk up to the line clapping.
Just make it clap.
Like, I just think, you know.
Yeah. It's a training year. He's got hired as a mentor. It's a 1 year, $10 million deal?
Yeah, they got Jameis too.
For probably about the same. I don't. I like Jameis, dude. Jameis is so good for fantasy.
Bro, Jameis is a good person. Bro.
Yeah, and he's fun to watch.
Bro,
that's the part. It's like he's fun to watch. All right, so back to Russ. Any expectations? Do you plan on drafting him anywhere?
I wouldn't dare.
You wouldn't dare?
I wouldn't touch him.
I mean, if you need a quarterback in bye weeks, he's on the wires. It would depend on matchups. I played him twice last year.
I played him also.
Yeah, see? That's last year.
That's how awful the quarterback.
Well, he also gets neighbors this year.
Yeah,
George Pickens ain't that guy. That's why they signed DK. Ooh, there we go.
I think that's a little outrageous.
The DK trade? Or the Pickens getting buried?
Yeah.
I agree. I think he's a lot
Pickens
better.
still borderline.
He's Garrett Wilson.
I think Garrett got a higher up.
I agree with you there. The talent level's definitely
Yeah,
better,
I
but like
think
they've
Garrett
kind of
got
been
higher
both
upside.
buried like underneath wide receiver 1, but they're still like borderline 1 guys. Those are the guys I don't like drafting because they're usually like the 3rd, 4th round. But
you
you're
know
getting
them,
wide receiver
but you know those
2
guys I
value
usually-
out of them, and I can get wide receiver 2 value in the 6th or
but you know
7th.
them guys I usually take.
I know you do.
I love the upside. I
Yeah.
don't know why. I just love the upside.
And I'd rather have a running back and then take a wide receiver 2 rounds later.
Yeah, and I like to play running back a little. I play my running back a little. I like that. I like to get a boom player.
Yeah.
And
I know.
know.
I know how you like. You
I
know,
can
like
play with my wide receiver too.
you know, the Willie Steve talk is going to be nonstop now. Like the trade allegations were already coming in from left field last year. Like, oh, there goes the
we
Steve
do?
Willie trade,
What we didn't do a trade last year. What was the
Yeah,
trade
we did.
last year?
the CMC trade. You
What I
traded
got?
McCaffrey, and I gave you what's his face in Green Bay,
Jay Reed.
Jaden Reed.
I got played.
I mean, we both got
We both
played.
lost. Yeah, we both lost.
Had,
They didn't even
had
finish the
CMC
season for me though.
I didn't get a game. I got 1 game out of McCaffrey, 20 points.
But he did.
I got a taste.
Bro, that's all I got out of Jay Reed.
That's true. Like Jordan Love, like the second half of the season.
It was over after that.
Mhm.
I think I wound up finishing with like. Then George Pickens out of nowhere,
Yeah.
which was fucking crazy.
Speaking of George Pickens,
I mean,
what are we doing in? Oh, you can keep going. We can talk. I was just trying to get us back there. George Pickens, like, what are they doing with the quarterback in Pittsburgh?
hoping and praying Aaron Rodgers.
So I don't think he's going to. Otherwise, he would have been.
Is he gonna retire?
I think so. 'Cause he's
I
not.
doubt it.
He's not taking a backup role. He
I
either
doubt it.
retires or takes a coordinator position.
I think Pittsburgh's doing everything they can to get him to sign,
They need to.
including not drafting Shador.
Yeah. That part was huge.
So
I
think
that's a whole.
I
nother
think that
topic.
was a complete Aaron Rodgers play right there, and I think that's what they holding out on.
Hey, don't draft Shador. I'm coming.
Yeah,
Yeah. That's a whole nother topic we'll get into.
I don't want to talk about
Not Aaron Rodgers. I'm talking about Shador. But
that.
yeah, that's anyways,
I don't agree with him going in the 4th,
5th.
5th.
Mm-hmm.
Case is.
A whole nother round.
The 5th. The way he went about it was wrong.
I think it's a completely different ball game. Like it's on a different level we don't know nothing about right now.
I think he went about it wrong.
I think it has more to
I
do
think-
with Jerry than it has to do with anybody else.
I think he had question marks at the end of the season.
Yeah.
Went to the East-West Shrine Bowl, didn't participate. NFL Combine come around,
Yeah.
you don't participate.
I know there was stuff that he had
Pro
bad
Day
looks.
come around, of course you're going to do a Pro Day.
Yeah.
But you don't run, you just throw. So it's like, you didn't answer none of the questions.
He done running. How many games he done running?
They,
You need to see him run
but
again.
it was question marks about his athleticism.
There's question marks that you don't have them. One practice ain't gonna help his question marks about athleticism.
It's not. But the 40, what you run in the 40 can.
Yeah, I mean that'll help. But they're using like
Yeah.
advanced metrics now. They ain't even looking at 40 times. They're looking at top end speed in games.
Exactly. And he not reaching top speed.
No, he ain't hitting 22, 23.
No, Cam Ward is athletic with a bigger arm.
Yeah,
Like,
he's just raw.
exactly. It's just.
So
I
is
would've drafted
AR.
Cam Ward. Well, then look where AR went.
Exactly. So I didn't think about this. So just now, like the AR Cam Ward comparisons,
Yeah.
like they're neck and neck.
Yeah.
Big guns, big athletic dudes. But I haven't done enough scouting on Cam Ward. Like I haven't done
Speaking of
the
AR,
stats.
Daniel Jones,
Daniel Jones. You can talk Daniel Jones real quick. Then we'll jump back.
because you made me mad the other day.
With Daniel
With your
Jones?
Daniel Jones, AR tape. You know what I'm talking about?
I don't remember. I don't recall, sir.
They got Daniel Jones some.
Oh,
I
Daniel
don't know.
Jones is gonna be
You
play more games than AR is.
Yeah.
At least he'll finish the games.
Yeah, no. There's no way. There's no way. If the Colts want to be competitive in the AFC South, there's no way you throw in Daniel Jones.
You want to be competitive, you got to win games.
Exactly. And the only way to
Daniel
win
Jones,
games
yeah,
is with
he
AR.
can manage a game though. AR can't manage
He
one.
can't manage a game. He
Daniel
can manage
Jones-
a game in
Maybe I'm thinking fantasy.
in the Giants.
Yeah,
Bro,
I'm thinking fantasy.
Daniel Jones, I would never.
Play Daniel Jones?
Heck, no.
If I'll take some Daniel Jones.
Bro, I don't know why.
Rushing.
That's iffy. That is iffy. His rushing is iffy.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
If I had to take somebody, I'm gonna take the bigger, stronger, faster guy.
Yeah.
At least AR can win you a game. I don't think Daniel Jones can win you a game.
That's true. You're not wrong there. Because AR can take over on the ground.
Exactly.
Daniel Jones has sneaky rushing upside. That's why he's
Exactly. That's why I don't
sneaky
think
pick.
the Colts had a play
I think
when they
it's an
signed Daniel
injury.
Jones. Yeah,
It's an injury
I think it's
replacement.
if AR go down.
That's
Hey,
exactly what
I
it is.
throw in Daniel Jones.
You're right.
He can do a little bit of what AR can, I guess, in a sense.
The Caucasian version.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll hand it to Jonathan Taylor.
Uh-huh. I'm done. I'm out on Jonathan Taylor. Unless he's like
Really?
super discounted, I'm out. His last year, it was so inconsistent, so up and down.
The crazy thing is, I never ever drafted Jonathan Taylor, and I don't know if I ever
I've been out
would.
before. After his rookie year, I was like, I'm done because I don't like guys
But
who
from afar, he looked
it looked okay.
he looked draftable.
But I think the problem was with AR getting hurt. It was just key on JT because we know he can't pass.
But you know how I feel about running backs.
Yeah,
I think running backs, you got 5 good ones
that's why you got to get him early.
that you can't miss, and then the rest of them, you jumble them up
Mhm.
together.
Yeah. Well, that's why tier-based drafting. Man. Tier-based drafting. We'll get you there one of these days.
Of course.
Mm-hmm.
But hey, that's my philosophy. Maybe that's why I ain't win the championship yet.
I
That's
mean-
another discussion.
Any championships?
But Devron.
Uh-huh. This man. Dude, I got Quan, Delron, like
Bro,
Mr. Sports Savvy, all
Devron-
salty. Mr. Sports Salty.
fucking last play of the game, bro.
One play. I had to work at 6 a.m. and I was up watching that. Like, you were up, he got sacked, and you were, what, like 0.4 point? Like, less than half a point
Yeah.
from the playoffs. Or from, like, the seed.
That
Yeah.
was my championship.
Mm-hmm.
And George Pickens came back the next week.
Yeah.
Bro.
All right.
I had some tough losses.
Tough losses. Speaking of tough losses, Justin Fields. He keeps losing homes because he got a new one.
And
in
I
New
like
Jersey.
it.
In New Jersey?
I like it.
I do too. I think there's upside there. There's mobility. They upgraded the offensive line.
And you got Garrett Wilson.
And you got Garrett Wilson.
Why not?
Now, got Brees Hall things to discuss along with that. But Justin Fields, I think, will help Brees a lot too.
I think he fell into the Aaron Rodgers black hole.
Oh, that's exactly what it was.
I don't think
Mhm.
it was anything else.
It was, yeah, just an old quarterback. Getting old. Too proud to take a knee, man. That's what it was. It's okay. We've all been there. Yeah. But like, honestly, like
Kinda feel
everything
sorry for
he's
Brees.
done for the NFL, like he kind of deserves. You can't blame the man for wanting the respect he earned.
Yeah, you
I
can't.
mean, like, he walks into a place, you gotta listen to the man.
I mean, it's Aaron Rodgers.
It's
What you gonna do?
exactly first ballot Hall of Famer.
Tom Brady walk in, you can listen to him.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. It's the same level. Peyton Manning. Peyton Manning, by the way, is my favorite quarterback of all time. I think he's the greatest quarterback of all time.
He mine too.
Peyton?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just mentally on the field and like just how he
Well,
broke the game
he
down.
was mine.
Well, I know who yours No. Yeah, Patrick Mahomes over here.
You already know.
Especially as a Browns fan, man. I'm
Bro, I grew up a Jags fan.
this close. Okay.
So,
He didn't get a team till 99. Is it 99?
95.
95, yeah. Cleveland came back 99. That's what it was. Do you remember, like, when the Jaguars first started, like, that kid got his head stuck in the Jaguar statue and they, like, saw the tooth out to get his head out?
No.
No?
But I don't remember that.
I remember that being, like, a national story on SportsCenter. Like, kid gets head stuck in Jaguar. Like, Duval, man. It's only in Duval.
I can believe it.
Uh,
I can definitely believe it.
And Sam Darnold is now in Seattle. Yeah, Sam Darnold's in Seattle. And for
Wouldn't
some
take
reason, everyone loves Sam Darnold now.
Wouldn't take it.
I don't get why. He got lucky in Minnesota. He was just on a great roster with good
Lucky
coaching.
with Kevin Powell.
Yes, that part. Exactly. Yeah, he had a great system. Now, like, J.J. McCarthy gets to step into there, too. And McCarthy looked really good in preseason last year. But that's all we saw. Bro, you're like, oh, this guy.
The Ohio State guy bigging up the Michigan.
That's crazy.
That is crazy.
Yeah, I will not be drafting him just because there's no floor. Or not floor, but there's no track record. I can't trust him.
Didn't trust Sam Darnold before he went to Minnesota neither.
Sam Darnold didn't play for Michigan. And I've seen Sam Darnold on screen.
That's a bias.
That is a bias. You're not wrong, but it's a justified bias. I got 36 years of hatred towards me. Like, don't even want to say the word now. Don't even want to say the word. Damn state. Don't even want to say the state. Yeah. Because they got a soft head coach. That's
It was
why.
all for the game when y'all was beating it. Y'all was whooping them.
When your head coach looks like the Santa Claus from Santa Claus 2, your team's gonna be soft. That's all I'm saying. All right. But Sam Darnold, I don't know why everyone's in love with him. Like, I know he did okay last year, but now he goes to Seattle with no DK Metcalf. You got Jackson Smith and Jigba. Speaking of Ohio State guys,
Don't sleep on Jalen Milroe.
Jalen Milroe,
Bro, Jalen Milroe could finish this season.
he could. I'm glad you brought that up because I don't like Sam Darnold. I think he's old. He wasn't good in Carolina. He wasn't good before that. He had one good season, and everyone.
In Minnesota with a star wide receiver.
Yeah.
And a star head coach.
Yeah.
That made Josh Dobbs look even serviceable.
Josh Dobbs spot filled so good last year. I was so high on Josh Dobbs. I picked him up as like a Kyler Murray replacement.
Bro.
Because he was, QB 8 before he went to Minnesota when he was in Arizona. Or this 2 years ago. It might have been 2 years ago. I can't remember. But there was a Josh Dobbs year where I was like so high on Josh
Yeah, it
Dobbs.
was 2 years
Yeah.
ago. You was. I
Yep.
remember.
Yeah.
I thought you were
And then he was like,
psychotic.
fumbles. It's like,
Yep.
oh, okay.
Here come 5 turnovers. Here comes 6.
Yeah. I was like, oh, there goes my rushing upside. He got concussed. That's what it was. Diving for the end zone.
And he never went back to him.
And yeah. Because he was concussed. And they had to pick up 3 more quarterbacks along
I
that
think
season.
any quarterback that's in Minnesota is in a good situation. So I would draft JJ if you could.
He's going to be
If you had an
super
option,
cheap
I
in
would
drafts.
I would definitely draft JJ.
For the right price. I'm always for the right price guy. So if he's going to be double digits.
Because of you. I'm going to take Sam Darnold numbers and I'm going to throw them right on JJ.
Darnold only had 212 rushing yards. I think JJ can double that.
I think he can too.
Yeah.
I'm taking those same numbers, the passing yards.
40. You think McCarthy forced for 4,300?
Bro, you didn't have no belief in Sam Darnold last year.
I didn't.
Zero belief in Sam Darnold
43 from a rookie quarterback?
second year quarterback.
Second year with 0 games played.
Yeah, but still, he was in the NFL.
Yeah. Locker room. I mean, playing time is playing time.
I mean, it is, but how much playing time Sam Darnold had before he went to Minnesota?
How many seasons of NFL did he have before he went to Minnesota? 5,
many awful
4.
seasons he
Exactly.
had.
That's why I didn't believe in Sam Darnold.
Exactly.
Why I still don't believe in Sam Darnold.
Exactly. So now all of a sudden, Sam Darnold know how to read defenses for 4,319 yards, 35 touchdowns, and 12 interceptions.
He had the midlife crisis, man. He had the switch.
I really
the epiphany.
think I don't like that. Take it out. I just don't.
No? Okay.
I wouldn't take Sam Darnold,
I'm not taking Sam Darnold.
especially in the NFC West. I wouldn't take Sam Darnold.
No. Who else? Who could we compare him to? Who's he close to? Sam Darnold. Would you rather have Sam Darnold or Bryce Young?
Bryce turned up.
Yo, that one game where he had like 39, 40 points in the championship week. You know, I'm going to keep hating too.
I would draft Bryce Young.
Sam Darnold?
Take that.
You want to bet?
Take that.
Sam Darnold, Bryce Young. If Sam Darnold finishes higher, you
Take
eat a
that tape.
habanero.
Take that tape with you.
Habanero bet. Okay. Habanero bet. Give me the
I
pen.
don't even think Sam Darnold gonna finish it.
Bet. He might not finish the season. You will eat the jalapeno.
I like what Bryce Young got.
They're going to bench him.
Not no more.
And then the last one, we already touched on Jameis, but with Jameis and Russ and Jackson Dart in New York, like, what do? Do you just stay out of the... don't draft none of them?
Because he's a good guy.
Jameis is there for backup, and he's a veteran. He's a locker room guy.
He's there for being a good
He's a
guy.
culture builder.
That's what he's there for.
Yeah.
Jameis ain't there to play a game.
But he's
If they
almost
gotta play
getting
Jameis
paid
Winston,
as much as
bro,
Jameis
if they gotta
is.
play
Not
Jameis,
Jameis.
bro,
It's
if
Russell.
Jameis Winston plays today, plays in the game next year, bro,
Mm-hmm.
they are definitely tanking. They have no reason
That's-
for winning.
They're just
Bro, think about it.
like, Russ, you can take a seat.
Yeah. And they
Like,
started Jameis.
We know Sierra got the concert going on. You good?
If I had Jackson Dart or Jameis Winston,
And then
I'm taking Jackson Dart.
well, at that point, then let Jackson Dart play. At least get him some experience.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If Jameis play, bro, they trying to get another quarterback next year.
Yeah.
And Dabo is gone. I mean,
Yeah.
Dable. Ryan Dable gone.
I'm surprised he's still there. He's a good coach, but they've been so bad in New York.
Man, the quarterback.
That's that part. What are you talking about? They had the quarterback. What you need to hand the ball off for? They got that quarterback.
Saquon?
That was the whole Hard Knocks thing.
Oh.
Like, we don't need to sign a running back. We got a $40 million quarterback. Now he ain't even on the team.
Yeah, and the fact they thought he was worth $40 million.
But yeah. All right, that's going to wrap it up for quarterbacks. We'll take a little break. And we'll get right back into it with the running backs. Welcome back in. We are catching back up on free agency for the 2024 offseason, 2025, whatever you want to call it. Would you say 2024 2025? 2025, yeah?
2025.
Yeah, 2025.
2024 recap.
See, now you're getting stuck too, because it is the 2024
Is it
recap,
2024 recap.
or is it the 2025 recap?
Is it 2024 recap going into the 2025 season?
Recap of the 2025 offseason. Because we're in the offseason for the 2025 season right now. Correct? Like if I was playing Madden and I jumped into the offseason, it's going to start here. Because that's the start of the season. Super Bowl's the end of the season.
What time do the league year end?
Super Bowl.
I thought I have a different.
There might be a
'Cause
specific
it's a
date.
It's a date. It's a date for the new league year.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll get that information. Information for next time. Homework. But yeah, Saquon. Saquon signed that extension to Philly. Which just
Bless the man.
right? Like this is what New York should have done
Bless
2
the
years
man.
ago.
But there's nothing. We ain't got nothing to talk about Saquon.
No.
One of us loves Saquon and one of us is a Saquon hater.
Oh no. Hey,
I ain't gonna let y'all know who the Saquon hater is, but it ain't me.
maybe I was unjustified in my saltiness.
You was.
Maybe it was just
It was
New
the Penn
York.
State. It was the Penn State in.
Oh, it wasn't Penn State.
It was the Penn State.
It was. I was all in on Saquon like his first 2-3 years. Then
He
there was
got
like
hurt.
nothing.
He got
Nothing.
hurt.
Nothing. Well, it wasn't that he got hurt. It was efficiency went down, targets went down.
Your efficiency gonna go down when you got a team on your back.
Exactly. That
I'm
part.
carrying Daniel Jones too
Mm-hmm.
with these legs. These legs is carrying him too.
Yeah.
Which I
And
got
then
the
they
whole
just-
state on my back.
It was LeBron in Cleveland.
Exactly.
The first trip. It's exactly. They did nothing to support that, man.
Exactly. He got
I had
reason
no
to be
problem
there.
for him saying just deuces and bouncing. And then he went, got a ring, and got paid. Like, hey, that's
Get
what
your
he.
money.
Yes, sir.
Get your money.
Especially as a running back, man.
I told
like, you got like
it was gonna be a Christian.
you get
McCaffrey
2
like
contracts.
transition.
You get 2 contracts. Yeah, you did.
And then
He just slid right in.
ate.
Yep.
Jacksonville seen it.
Dude, the McCaffrey thing. I am not hearing anything about McCaffrey besides he's good to go for training. And I hope it stays that way because I'm all aboard the CMC train again this year. All aboard. Y'all
I took him high last year.
101.
I'm not falling for it again.
Oh, I
I'm not
will.
falling for it.
'Cause y'all-
Durability is a thing with me.
Yep. And that's why I was out on him last year because I had the opportunity to draft him twice and I passed on him for Bijan. In your league, might have
No,
been
he
or in
was wow.
the Savvy League. Was it what? I thought
I
it
remember
was.
it was wow. And we was all like, huh?
Yeah. Yeah. That's why he's part of the league. You need a dummy. You need a dum dum, man.
He made it to the championship.
Which I don't know how. Because he was like ranked 6th in points allowed. This man is just luck.
We all had injuries going on.
Mm-hmm.
Some of us more.
Yeah, when you're ranked 6th in points scored in the league and somehow make it to the championship, you lucked out. Lowest points for and lowest points against. Like, oh, okay. Now it makes sense.
I told him he was lucky,
Yeah, yeah.
but they all gotta see me next year.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. We'll see about that.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
All right. AJ Dillon in Philly again. That's just backup.
No.
Yeah, that's. I don't even think he makes the team. He might.
He gonna make it.
Yeah.
He
getting old though too.
Hey, Hamilton wanna go around. I can stop doing these.
But
But
you got Jalen,
They might ban the push,
Saquon?
the tush
Oh.
push.
if they
Nah,
ban
I
the
can
tush
handle
push,
it.
like all these teams need
Nah,
to
I
go
gotta
home and
hand
like
it to
look at
them.
themselves in the mirror and be like, why are we so soft?
Because
Well, we can't stop the tush push.
was-
Oh
it
no,
was the Packers.
the tush push.
Blame
Man.
the Packers.
That tundra's cold.
Exactly.
It's hard.
Mm-hmm.
Like there wasn't a lot of movement for running backs.
No
I-
running backs really moved.
We got Tony Pollard signed the extension in Tennessee.
Yeah, everybody just really got
But-
extended. Didn't nobody move.
Yeah.
The fact we got Clyde Edwards-Helaire on here is outrageous.
That's
There's no reason for
That's-
Clyde Edwards-Helaire to be on here, guys.
name value.
I don't know what's going on.
Name value.
I mean, hey.
That's like we were scraping the
What do
barrel
we-
for moves here.
Well, yeah. Let's just go right to wide receiver.
You okay?
We don't even need.
We'll jump in.
We don't need him.
It's like Clyde. No, like
Uh-uh.
I picked up Clyde for like a week in case he popped
Why?
because I wanted running back depth, and he was playing for Kansas City, and he was just sitting on the bench. I dropped nobody for him. It's like give me the opportunity for a running back one that cost me nothing. Okay, I'll take it for a week.
I went there.
All right. Well, let's get into wide receivers. This guy loves them. I need to get better at drafting them.
Yeah. This
Yeah.
is my position right here.
Yeah.
Y'all.
Running
This is mine.
wide receiver, going over it.
Yep.
This
This is my
guy-
spot.
yep.
This is my spot.
This is you need to like show me the magic with wide receivers because I ain't got it yet. I don't know what it is. Like maybe it's just my scouting is bad. Running backs, I got you. Running backs, I got all day. Left, right, you need deep dives on running backs, I got you. Wide receivers, I got no eye for wide
I
receivers.
love
man.
him. I love him.
Yep.
I love him.
You know, I'm just gonna hand it
I love him.
right to you. Cue card
Especially
right
in
to you.
PPR.
Oh.
You gotta add you some good wide receivers. You got Stephon Diggs on here.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I would take Stephon Diggs after the injury.
Yeah. Talking about receiver
I love
going.
Drake, man.
He's what 30 years old now. in his 30s, coming off
Drake
an
May.
ACL. I love Drake May too.
I just saw a video on the rookie they took. I think he played for Washington State.
I know the wide receiver.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't remember his name, but
He
I remember who
look
you're talking
like-
about.
Yeah, he looked like a dude.
Well, so did Keon
He
Coleman.
looked like-
I liked Keon Coleman. I liked the Keon
See?
Coleman tape.
That's why it's not your spot.
See? This is why.
That's why it's not your spot right here.
This is why you got friends like this. It's like you need your brothers,
Yeah,
man.
bro. Because I went high on Keon.
No,
You were definitely out.
higher. I liked Josh Allen more than I liked Keon Coleman.
I was higher on him.
I think I got stuck looking at quarterback and not wide receiver. I was like, I like Josh Allen so
But in
much
PPR,
better. Yeah. Well, that's
Receiver.
what I thought Keon would get all the like little dump down like
Nope.
6-7 yard stuff.
Khalil Shakir.
Yeah. I know he was like
That was
he
the
was
guy.
a big best ball target
That was
last
the
year
guy.
too. Was Khalil Shakir. Like Keon Coleman was big in best ball because
That was
he was going for nothing.
yeah. Shakur was definitely a better.
Yeah. Well, then they signed Amari Cooper, and it was all
But back to Stephon
yeah. Back to Stephon Diggs.
in New England. I would probably say wide receiver 3 territory.
Flex.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Flex spot.
Okay.
Maybe. Especially in the deep league and 12-team league.
Yeah, I like.
I would
I'd be
definitely-
okay taking him as a.
as a flex.
Yeah,
I wouldn't.
but I'm not taking him in the.
I
It
wouldn't
would
take
have to
him in
be
the high round.
below the 7th round, probably. I'm not taking him above that, and I'm pretty sure his name value is gonna bump him over that.
Yeah.
So I'm out on Stephon Diggs at this
I'm
point.
definitely.
Because
I
like
wouldn't buy. I won't buy it. I would buy it.
the like 6-7 range, usually where I like to look for tight end and quarterback, but not this year. You didn't read the article on quarterback, did you? No. You're gonna go home and you're gonna read it and be like, I'm never drafting a quarterback in the top 5 ever again.
But you know I'm stubborn.
I know
So-
you are, and I know. And we got Boo Boo. She always picks
know-
Josh Allen in the
I
first round. Like
believe-
you're not getting Josh
you know I
Allen.
believe in my system.
Yeah, I know you
That's
do.
just all it is.
And like, keep
It's
believing.
gonna get me one.
He's gonna be stubborn.
I never missed the playoffs, guys.
Like,
Never,
I got
ever,
one. There's 4 more rings to go along this. They just ain't been ordered yet.
never, ever missed the playoffs.
Give me this
Remember
ring.
that.
Like, it's on the wrong side and everything. Yeah. Never missed the
Yeah,
playoffs.
I missed the consistency.
Miss one.
Missed the consistency.
Miss one podium,
Missed
and
the
all of a
consistency.
sudden,
I'm gonna be there. I'm just like the Cowboys. I ain't learning how to
yeah,
hit.
still rebuilding.
Back to DK Metcalf,
DK. I
Pittsburgh.
love DK Metcalf. If I was to build a wide receiver, it would look exactly like DK Metcalf.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
I
your
mean-
prototype for wide receiver.
Yeah, that's definitely how.
The David
I
Boston
want your
build.
wide
You remember David Boston? Or is that a little bit before? Yeah,
New England,
David.
Arizona.
I think Arizona, yeah. New England, Arizona. And did nothing. It was a first round wide receiver.
He was all right back in the day.
He was
He was
okay.
all right back in the day.
I think he
used
had
to, I used
his
to like David Boston.
rookie year. I think he popped his rookie year. And then I think, if I remember
See,
correctly,
this was back in the day.
Did
so I was
nothing.
a Jag fan. I was more
well, he's
like-
an Ohio State guy. So I remember David Boston. And then he was in like the ESPN body issue. He was ripped DK before DK. So those are like those big, fast, physical wide receivers. I remember. Yeah. That was a good wide receiver for the Fitz and Anquan combo. Ooh, that was a good one.
DK Metcalf.
Yeah.
Went to Pittsburgh. Signed a 4-year, $132 million deal.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
You said 4-year, 132. Ooh. And he just backed the Brinks truck right on up, huh?
yeah, of course.
They brought the bag.
But
He's the receiver you do it
awful
for.
trade. Awful trade.
I agree. It costs way
With
too
no
much.
quarterback.
Yeah, that's what you should have got.
You already
need
got
someone to
George
throw it
Pickens,
to.
so now you got 2 deep ball wide receivers. Who gonna work the intermediate route? You just can't throw the ball deep all game. It don't work that way. Okay, how many DKs
Jameis
you
Winston's in
built?
New York.
Exactly. Jameis will slang that thing
Yep.
for you. Hey,
Cut
if
him.
y'all don't believe in Mason Rudolph, just make a trade for Jameis.
Yep.
Boom, he'll throw you.
Yeah,
a
he'll
deep
sling
ball
it
all
50
day.
times a game.
30 for 30.
Yep.
Remember that.
30 touchdowns,
Forever.
30
He's
interceptions.
forever gonna be 30 for 30.
Yes, sir.
That's how we remember Jameis.
Jameis
That's the Gator in me though. Don't. I love Jameis. He's a good
Senior
person.
crab legs.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Never forget.
But the Gator in me say 30 for 30. That's Mr. Jameis right there.
Uh-huh.
Every time they bring up Anthony Richardson, I say, don't y'all got 30 for 30 over there?
Yep.
That's the first one in history. They gonna make a damn ESPN article. I'm telling you, he gonna be on 30 for 30. The story
Mr.
of Jameis
30
Winston.
for 30.
Yeah.
Yep.
The Heisman Trophy winner that never made it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
On 30 for 30.
Yeah.
30 for 30. Mm-mm-mm.
DK, I would definitely buy low. I wouldn't buy high. I understand y'all might want to because y'all falling in love with the.
Well, what's buy low? Because last year he was back of the second. He was on the 2-3 turn.
Hell
You're
no. I
not-
wouldn't buy him 1, 2, 3.
No.
No. I don't even think he's gonna finish wide receiver 1 on the team.
Big Pickens is.
Yeah. DK gonna get all the doubles.
Yeah, that's true.
So I see a higher upside for drafting George Pickens than I do for drafting DK Metcalf. I would buy low on DK Metcalf, especially with Mason Rudolph on you.
But how low is it going to take for you to buy?
5?
In the fifth? Oh, if DK's in the fifth, that's automatic.
5.
I'd probably take him in the third.
5.
In the fifth.
I got a bunch of wide receivers I gotta hit in. I would take Garrett Wilson for him. I would take.
Big pie. No many. Yeah. Big piece out of a little pie.
To be honest, if he was the number 1, he would be the worst number 1.
DK?
Probably.
If he was the wide receiver 1, he's the worst wide receiver 1?
Yeah, if he was your wide receiver 1 on your fantasy team, you officially got to work.
I'm okay. DK Metcalf is my wide receiver 1.
But also, that's why it's not his position. Don't
Why?
listen to him.
Because I would go.
I'm telling you, listen to me.
If I'm at that spot
Because-
where I need to get him as my wide receiver 1, I've gone running back, and some other position. Probably. See, that's why I'm saying third. Because
See, but I got the nerve to go wide receiver.
yeah. I don't like it.
I do have the nerve. You see me with the nerve.
But I've also done the other side where I've gone wide receiver and then come later in the season and you're like,
But you can always
yeah.
and the people are.
There might be a couple you can nickel and dime, but you ain't getting any solid starts out of none. Wide receiver, there's 3 wide receivers that
But
start on
wide
every
receiver
team.
deep, but
Exactly.
but you got to think DK as your wide receiver 1. All you did was get 2 solid running backs. Your wide receiver 4.
It'll be mediocre.
All right, maybe I'm being a little
I-
over but
Yeah.
mediocre. It's slightly below mediocre.
I think the hit you
It's a
take.
D plus.
Here's my
You
argument.
almost were a C.
Almost a C. Here's my thing: is that there's so many wide receivers. The hit you take from drafting one a couple rounds later isn't as big as the hit you take for drafting a running back a couple rounds later. If you break them into the tiers, and your first 3 tiers are gone in the first 2 rounds.
See,
for
I
running
think my
back.
problem is I bunched the running backs up. I got 5, and then I got 10 that I can interchange.
Yeah, you need to tier them up more. Got to tier it up. Tier-based drafting.
'Cause I think I did awesome.
Okay.
What I had a running back. I drafted CMC.
Mm-hmm.
I got Najee,
That was
and I had JK,
JK saved you early.
and I had JK.
That was
Then I made the play for Bijan, the Nico Bijan trade.
stab in the back treachery, which I'm okay with. I was making a big deal about it, and I was texting Quan. He's like, bro, how mad are you? I'm like, I ain't even mad at all. He's like, oh, like WWE mad. I'm like, that part. WWE mad is exactly what it is. Just making a deal out of nothing. Like, it was a fair trade. I was okay with it. The value was there. I was just, when you tell a man you're going to make a trade with him in 2 days, and then you turn around and trade with someone else the exact next day. Oh, I know you put the talk in him. You smooth.
Then he said your name. I was like, oh, the
mm-hmm. Audacity.
The gall.
Uh-huh.
How dare he try and get Bijan like that?
Your trade was better than mine because you gave up Nico to do it, and I gave up Jaden Reed.
Yeah.
So
I wound up with Jaden Reed at the end of the season anyway.
And then I still traded Jaden Reed and got CMC, so I was okay.
Exactly.
We
all won.
That's why the collusion talks
yeah.
are, oh, Steve and Willie always trade together. Like, well, he hits accept.
Hey.
That's when you talk and you hit accept, you get trades done. It's that easy.
I like a deal.
Mm-hmm. Who you got next on there? Oh, no, we got Devontae Adams.
The Rams.
Going to the Rams, baby.
Hey.
Which
I take Devontae. Man, slide me where you slide DK.
That part. I think Devontae is going to get slept on. His name will keep his value up, but his last 2 seasons.
Wherever you put DK at, put Devontae Adams.
Devontae Adams is low-end wide receiver 1 this year. I think he's in that like 12 range. 12 to 14.
Yes. I wouldn't be upset with Devontae Adams.
D-Hop's outside the lines. That's
Devontae everything.
Yeah, I forgot. It's been a while. I haven't had Devontae on my team.
I haven't had him on my
Ever.
team either. I wanted him though. I wanted him.
Yeah, I've never had Devontae on my team. So I don't get to see him because he's not on my team. Out of sight, out of mind. This is what happens when you work full time and you try to do fantasy. Yeah. He's always up there. He just stood in the shadows last year, though, man. Exactly. He was like 8, 9, 10. He was like 16 points, 18 points, 19 points. Like, it wasn't anything crazy. It was just consistent all year. You top 5? You got him over Puka?
I say a better wide receiver.
He's just old. Yeah.
But in his prime.
I'm not talking this season.
In his prime.
Oh, no. But it's funny because they're both very similar. Like, late round picks. Like, developmental guys who just popped. Well, a little different. It took Devontae a couple years. Puka did it rookie year. It took Devontae, 3 years before he popped? 4? Yeah. I think he popped 4th year. But yeah. Jordy Nelson almost won me a championship. That was like one of my first teams. It was Megatron and Jordy Nelson.
Yeah, I think I had Jordy Nelson on one of my family.
Yeah, that was my very first pick as a fantasy player.
I had Cooper Kupp the year he tore his ACL.
No, you did. Because I was out on Cooper Kupp after the Triple Crown year. Because he was going in like the 3rd round. And
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the first time he tore his ACL.
Oh, like back in the day.
Back in the day.
This is before I had jumped back in.
Yeah.
It was like 5 years ago.
Yeah, I took
5.
him in.
Yeah. Elijah Moore to the Bills. That's a new one that just happened. Why is it on here? It's news that happened in the last week.
We ain't got no other wide receivers to talk about.
Do I got another one? Yeah,
Debo.
We got Debo.
Let's definitely get into this. Because all y'all, we was talking about this before we got on air.
Yep.
Just so y'all know.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
I think people are overranking Debo.
I agree. Because they all have him as probably wide receiver 1 in that 10 to 14 range again.
I think everybody is over.
They're still hyped on his almost MVP year from like 2-3 years ago. And he hasn't got that kind of work or volume. The reason he was so effective was volume.
I love Debo. I've been watching Debo since he was at South Carolina.
Yeah.
Bro, Debo used to give us fits. All right. Fits.
Mm-hmm.
Bro. 10 to 14 is disrespectful for real. Because if you got him 10 to 14, where do you have Terry McLaurin?
I have Terry in the 10 to 14. I would put Debo in like 20s.
Yeah, so it's just outrageous to me, like why people have him 10 to 14.
Yeah, I don't see.
Like I don't see. I mean, I see a way he can be 10 wide receiver 10 to 14, but that's his best year since he almost MVP.
Yeah, and Washington's not going to work him the way they did in San Fran. Like he's not going to get rushing opportunities like that.
Why? We already got
He's
2 of them.
Exactly. He's not going to
We
get
already
him.
got 3 options that can run the ball.
Yeah.
We
So
got
he
Austin Eckler,
not
we
going to
got
get.
Brian
That's
Robinson
what made
Jr.,
him valuable was the
we got
rushing
Jay
opportunity.
Daniels. What do we need defense?
Yep. And
Debo
now
to run the ball.
Jaden pushes the ball downfield so well.
I love Jaden.
I do too.
Ball high.
I bought high. I think I went in the 9th. Like I wasn't gonna let him slip below double digits in any round. He was because I went Kyler Murray, and then if I took Kyler, I doubled up on Jaden 2 rounds later. And if I didn't get Jaden, or if I didn't get Kyler, I just went Jaden 2 rounds early in the 8th.
I
Because
think I bought high in one league.
there was a league, the league I won last year. I had Jaden and Brock Bowers in that same league. With where were we?
Debo.
So I keep him tucked. Keep him tucked. But yeah, Debo's definitely ranked too high. He's not going to get the opportunities he got in San Francisco.
No.
And he's older.
How long, Debo?
His
Fourth round.
whole injury career. That's essentially what his career has been an injury career.
Yeah.
Except, I mean, he's been healthy the last couple of seasons, but before that, it was injury. The man,
Not very productive though. Even though he was healthy, he was not productive. Let's not get confused. He had
opportunity.
670 receiving yards and 3 touchdowns.
The touchdown part.
Chill.
He played 15 games, didn't he?
Yep. With no Brandon Ayuk. With no CMC.
Juwan Jennings took over that wide receiver room. How sad is
How
that?
dare you and Debo?
Yeah.
Now we're gonna see him with scary Terry.
Is Juwan Jennings good?
He's
Because
10
I like
to
Juwan
14.
Jennings.
I would buy Juwan Jennings. I don't know how high.
The San Francisco wide receiver room is being slept on. The whole offense.
I
is
like
being slept
Ricky.
on.
You mean Ricky?
Pearsall? I like Pearsall too.
That's just
That was a sneaky
you know,
pick.
you know the Ricky.
Yeah.
You got ties.
Ricky. Yep. No, I like Ricky Pearsall. Juwan Jennings though, I like Juwan Jennings a lot. He gets slept on because
Juwan Jennings won him a game. Won him a fantasy game against me last year, and I'm still mad about
not
it.
only won me a game, picked up off of waivers and started the same week, and then redropped to waivers. It was wham bam, thank you, on to the next one. That's how we do it on the waivers, man.
It was awful, and I exploded. I didn't have it.
You did have a really good game, because if I didn't have Juwan go off for 40, I would have lost.
Yeah.
It was 3 touchdowns. I was like, another one.
It was awful.
Old boo boo over here. What are you getting so excited about? He just went up for another one against this man.
That's my wife. I was sick at home.
Uh huh.
I was sick at home.
I bet you were sick. I was having a good time.
Yeah, I went.
No, I know.
I'll take Debo in like 6, 7 round. I wouldn't take Debo ahead of that.
I'm okay with this
Honestly.
as a flex option.
Yes.
I think he's gonna cost you
In a
more than
way.
that because of the name.
Yeah, in a way.
But
But
I don't like him in the flex. I want more upside.
you don't buy it 'cause of the name.
Yeah, that's what
You
it
gotta
is.
take quality.
Yeah, I'm kind of out on Debo.
But
Yeah, it's kind of sad. Little sad. What else? You go.
I got Deontay Johnson over here.
Deontay Johnson. What?
Mr. Cleveland Brown.
Mr. might not be in the team in a week. This is his 4th team in the last year.
He gonna be there.
That part, they ain't got nobody else.
Yeah, Judy.
Yeah, we could have had a guy play, wide receiver and cornerback, but we decided not to do that.
Could've got a quarterback.
Yeah, got quarterback.
Y'all got Shador.
We did.
Hey, Shador.
Mm-hmm.
I got nothing bad.
The draft the Giants had is the draft I wanted the Browns to have. Minus Jackson Dart. I would have rather had Shador over Dart.
Definitely.
Yeah.
But hey, man, let's start with the Jackson Dart slander. All right.
The Jarks. Okay.
I love Jackson Dart. Jackson Dart brought out that old.
Okay.
I'm the SEC guy.
Well, he starts hitting bullseyes and he stops hitting cork. I'll get off. Stop hating. No, I know. All right. What do we got? We got tight ends left, or is there more wide receivers?
It's tight ends.
Tight
We had
end.
tight ends. Evan Ingram
Evan Ingram.
signed with them Broncos.
How did they let this man go? That was Trevor Lawrence's safety blanket. He
I
loves
think
it.
they was paying him a lot of money. I think it was a playoff. But I would have owed him.
Yeah, that's definitely what it was.
Nah, we hands on track.
Travis Hunter, who it's gonna be wide receiver.
I think
He might get
cornerback.
3rd down cornerback routes. They're gonna play him as a wide receiver. I would pay him as a wide receiver. You get paid more.
But I think Jaguars need more help at cornerback.
They need help all over the place. That's why it was stupid to go and trade up for.
I mean, you
Wide
already
receiver.
got Ryan Thomas Jr. Like,
Exactly.
why would I want to pair him with Travis Hunter and I'm getting my
Mm-hmm.
ass? Come on. Who you? This is what I'm trying to get people to understand. Who are you gonna put on that island at cornerback, bro? Everybody gotta have at least one guy they comfortable with going man to man.
Yeah.
Bro. You can't just zone them up the whole game. Like that's awful.
Yeah.
And the Jaguars don't have one.
Don't got no secondary.
Exactly.
They haven't had a
Travis
secondary.
Hunter gotta play in the secondary.
Do you what?
That need to be his
Let him play
full-time position.
defense the
Man,
first year?
Let him play defense.
Just let him play?
That's his primary position.
He's like,
It's
just let him play.
Cornerback, your primary position will give you some packages in the offense, just like they did Prime.
So you want to win? Let Travis spin.
Just like you play, just like you want to play Prime. He's not gonna be. If you expecting Travis Hunter to be the number 1 receiver in Jacksonville, you are disrespecting Brian Thomas. He just went for a stat last year.
You're not wrong. You are absolutely correct.
Bro, that's just outrageous.
I'm with you 100%. I'm with you 100%. And the Brian Thomas thing is, he was such a good.
Disrespecting him.
pick.
And then,
Travis or Brian?
yeah, Brian Thomas.
Oh, yeah.
Come on, bro.
Casual. He's getting disrespected by casuals.
Should have been a Pro Bowler last year.
Yeah, it was close. Talking of,
The AFC wide receiver.
I think Jacksonville's going to have a better year. Like, Trevor Lawrence just had a kid last year. First year, first kid. Like, how stressful is that first kid that first year? And you got to add sports on top of it. Like, second
I
year,
can see a way.
I think he's going to be a little more calm.
I don't know.
That's a stupid take, but I mean, like, it's some real stuff.
I don't want to get involved in this. I like my
Mm-hmm.
team.
I think he'll do better. He'll have a better season this year.
I love my team.
Duval. Like, how do you keep the head coach after that?
I just
Like,
saw a video on that shit.
We gotta set that as your text on, like,
I said,
Duval.
Where's Duval?
No, that's not even question. Like, you go into a city and, like, that's the first thing you say. You can't turn the radio on for 5 minutes.
He's like he's unsure. Like
Duval? But Evan Ingram, like, we said Evan Ingram and then completely got derailed by Jacksonville. Evan Ingram.
now he's a Bronco.
Now he's a
Definitely tight
Bronco.
end one.
I love Ingram this year.
Definitely tight end one.
Speaking of love, Bo Nix. I love Bo Nix this year. Bo Nix is my target in drafts.
Slow down.
Bo Nix is my target
Slow down.
for where he's going to get drafted at. Because he's going to get drafted late.
You don't like
Yeah. Bo can complete more than half of his passes. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's hard to get points when you can't get stats. Completions don't get you points.
I ain't gonna disrespect Bo.
And Sean Payton loves his tight ends too. Yeah. So, I mean, Bo will be checking down. Sean Payton will have Ingram worked in as part of the game plan. So I like Evan Ingram a lot. I think there's not a lot of tight ends who will give you a good baseline. I think Evan Ingram will give you a solid baseline. Like you can start him in your lineup and you can expect 5 points from Evan Ingram. You're gonna get 5 points.
Evan Ingram definitely a tight end one.
Yeah.
I would definitely draft him.
Yep. Agreed.
But it's not many tight ends. All the tight ends last year wet the bed. So I'm out on the tight end
Bro,
position.
that part.
As a whole, I don't like none of them.
That was the whole industry last year. Was like,
I was like,
all right,
no.
this is the year. All these tight ends. It's tight end season again.
No,
Like,
I don't like
Travis,
none of Stan
Mark,
Laporta,
Laporta,
Travis Kelce,
McBride.
None of. I don't like none of.
I
After last year,
kind of like Bowers.
oh, definitely.
Yeah.
But I like Bowers last year. But somebody.
I don't think it was me. Not
It
your
was
league.
you.
Was it me?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. It was me.
He hated on me. See, this is the thing. He hated on me for liking Brown Bowers the whole all season. And then had the nerve to take him. He be taking my tape.
That's why you listen. Uh-huh. Listen, analyze, execute.
He be taking my tape.
Yep. Thanks, sir. I told you, I gotta learn up on these wide receivers.
We got Mike Gesicki.
Sicky in Chicago, not Chicago, Cincinnati.
You back in Cincy?
Yeah, that's what I said too. I was like,
Shout out
Gesicki in
Mike
Cincy.
Gesicki, man. You did your thing.
He
last
wasn't.
year, bro.
Like, I thought he was in Cincinnati. I thought I wasn't tripping.
You did your thing last year. Tight
In
end
Miami?
10. Tight end 10.
Yeah, because it was check down season for every quarterback there. That wasn't Tua. But they got backups now, though, so that'll be good. Yeah.
I don't know if I would grab him tight end.
I'm not drafting Gesicki. He'll definitely be a streaming option.
It's not
No, I think I'm at
I
that
think my
point.
my
with-
floor at tight end. My ceiling at is Brock Bowers. My floor.
That's your ceiling. It's as high as you can go in drafts this year.
Yeah.
I want to know where Kelsey's gonna go.
Floor.
I like Hurts. Where's he at? He's on there, isn't he? Because he's... No. That's what it was. Yeah, it was the extension that he signed with Washington to go back. Yep. And what's head coach for Washington? Who was in Arizona? Cliff Kingsbury. That's
He's
it.
not the head coach.
Yeah. OC? Yeah, he's a kid.
He's the OC.
Yeah. Oh no, Ron
The head
Rivera.
coach is yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's where the defense came. But yeah, no, with him running that offense, like he loved Zach Ertz when he was in Arizona. Zach Ertz was a top 5 tight end. Yep. And then last year he saved people who didn't draft a tight end because he was a weekly starter.
Sleeper tight end. K.I. Tampa.
That part.
Hey, love you.
Cade
Love you,
Otton
K.I. My guy.
is all that.
After losing Chris Godwin, you became that
The
guy.
Buccaneers offense is so fun to watch. I
Shake
don't
and
even
bake.
not even a Tampa Bay
Who
fan,
the
man.
Baker guy?
Little
Hey, I love Baker.
shake
Hey,
and
I love you.
bake.
Yeah.
No, they're so fun to watch. And then we just went and just added more firepower to the offense. I'm like, what are y'all doing? Like, you need some defense. Like, you know what? Don't just keep throwing it. Keep throwing it. They're going straight air raid. I'm perfectly okay with it.
Why
It's
not?
gonna be fun to watch.
Baker just slinging the rock all over the place.
Mhm.
Man, come on.
Yes, sir. All right. That's going to wrap it up for us, folks. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. You know what it is. If you like this, you want to see more, we're going to be back every Tuesday. Don't forget it. Make sure you get us here. Let's get to 100 subscribers. 100 subscribers. Willie eat a habanero next week. All right, peace.
What?
Love y'all.
Wait, no.
That ended perfectly. That's exactly how I had it in my head. It's like, what? Wait, no.